Hi folks, Dan Dale here with Total Sales Solutions, where we sell diesel trucks and motorhomes. We sell them only on eBay. Today we're bringing you something a little different from what we usually sell, although I'm sure you'll say, well, you're always selling Ford four-wheel drive diesels, but this one is low mileage. Ours are usually, most of the ones you see us selling are 200,000-300,000 miles, because on a diesel truck that's no big deal and we get a better price on them than, you know, low mileage truck. But today we've got this truck. It's an 08 F250 Lariat 4x4 off-road package with only 98,000 miles, which may not seem low for most of you, but believe me, for a diesel truck it's low. This is a southern truck. Spent its life down here in the south. Got the 6.4 Power Stroke diesel. It's been deleted, it's been tuned. I'll get more into that when I do the test drive, but suffice to say it runs perfect. I'm going to give you a little walk around. First thing you'll see, of course, it's got this nice billet style grill. The stock one was doing the usual peeling that all these Ford grills do, so we upgraded it with this billet grill. This truck has, I'm not going to say brand new because they got about 1,000 miles on them, but they're almost brand new 20-inch Michelin wheels and tires, and they're riding on King Ranch wheels, which have the gold inserts. This is not a King Ranch, it's a Lariat, but they really set this truck apart. Gives it a nice look. You can see, looking inside, seats perfect, no rips or tears. Carpet perfect, no stains or anything. Steering wheel's perfect. Now I don't know how this headliner is going to come out in the video, but trust me, it's perfect again. Even the armrest is in great shape. See back here, it's got the fold down tray, fold flat flooring. You can pull down the armrest there with no problem. This truck, you can see this bed, none of this been painted on. It's got a B&W turnover ball, which you can turn over and fold flat if you're not using it. And even if you don't need it, you can see the spare tire there too. Even if you're not going to use that, it's something good to have. It's a high dollar, expensive setup. And if you ever do decide to sell this truck, it adds value. So you can also see it's got the man step, which some people laugh at, but believe me, once you've had a truck with the man step, you'll be wondering why all trucks don't have it, because it is a handy thing to have. You can see here the back bumper, of course, perfect. Look down the sides, no dents. Look underneath here, absolutely no rust. You can see this brand new 4-inch exhaust on it for the DPS delete. Look in here, no scuffs on the seats, no tears. Look in these corners, you can see it hadn't been off-roaded and in the dust and stuff, because if they have, they'll get dirt in there that you just can't get away. But just a nice clean truck. Look in the cab corners, bottom of the doors, no rust, of course. All the tires are matching and perfect. Now I'm going to pause this and we'll take you on a test drive. Okay, now we got it running. I'm going to show you under the hood. First thing I want to show you is, of course, we don't clean under hoods. This was just this clean when we got it. We haven't messed around underneath the hood, but I wanted to show you, got a pair of fresh January of 2015 Excite batteries, not covered in dust under the hood, hadn't been out mud riding and crap. But the main thing I want to show you is, you can see no blow by. Now you probably can't tell in the video, there's a light wisp of smoke, which is no big deal because it's not puffing, and 6.4s, every 6.4 you get, you'll see smoke. This one actually has practically no smoke compared to most 6.4s. But the main thing is, you can see I can set the oil filler cap down on the vent and it doesn't blow off. If that cap blows off on you, then you've got worn out piston rings letting cylinder compression get into the crankcase, and you got a wore out motor. But not the case here. You can see no warning lights lit of any kind. It does have the power adjustable pedals. It's got the parking sensors, AM FM stereo, 6-disc CD changer. Got the tow command, which is electric trailer brake controller. You can see no cracks or anything in the dash. All of that's in perfect shape. I'm going to try and get turned around here without running into a fence. You can hear the parking sensors beeping at me for backing up. One thing I want to show you before I take off, this steering wheel is just perfect. I mean, no rips, no tears, not stained or discolored. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. But be that as it may, one thing you can take away from this is this truck does not have any squeaks or rattles. And when you're in the truck, it rides perfect, it's smooth. This video doesn't do the ride and drive of this truck justice. Now this is a 6.4 diesel, it's not the 6.0, which 6.0s don't scare me, but I know they scare a lot of people, but this one ain't one of them. It cranks right up, hot or cold, runs perfect, hot or cold, and of course the big thing on this truck is it's been tuned and the DPF's been deleted, and it's got an H&S tune on it. Now right now, I'll give it a little gas. You can see I've got it turned up. Now the tuner, of course, is not included unless you want to pay an extra $2,000, which most of you won't, because it's not my tuner. I borrowed it to tune the truck because we put the delete pipe on it and stuff. But this truck has right now 650 horsepower. It's turned all the way up. Now we can adjust it. When you get here, we'll adjust it to wherever you want it. You know, if you want it to roll cold when you hit the gas and blow a bunch of smoke when you get on it hard, we can set it to that. Or if you don't want it to make any smoke at all, we can set it to that. We can turn the power up or down. It's fully adjustable from no extra horsepower to 300 extra horsepower and all points in between. Now personally, I leave it turned up. My last truck was a 2010 with a 6.4, and I left it turned up all the time no matter what I was doing, because it will run perfect. It doesn't affect the mileage in any way, because you're helping the mileage by getting rid of the DPF, because on these trucks they don't have that regen fluid. The way they clean their DPF is to dump extra fuel into the rear two cylinders and just burn it out. And what that does, well, obviously it kills your fuel economy because you're just pouring extra diesel into the engine, but it also hurts the longevity because you've got all that extra fuel in the cylinders. It slowly works its way past the piston rings into the crankcase, and if you're not on top of your oil changes, what you end up with is thinned out oil that leads to other problems. But not an issue with this truck, nothing to worry about with that because it's deleted. And with all that extra power, you don't have to get on it like you would if it was stock, so you're not as far into the throttle, and so like I said, it doesn't hurt the economy. This truck, depending on how hard you drive it, will now get around 20-22 miles a gallon. And it will also, if I get on it hard, I mean, it's not pouring a ton of smoke, but you can see I just jumped up to 90 like it wasn't anything. I'm going to slow back down. Speaking of which, this truck doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't pull or vibrate when you hit the brakes, but the pipe itself, the delete kit, it's a full exhaust with a muffler. You see most of these people don't stick mufflers on them when they do the delete, and they sound like a jet airplane taking off, which I think is kind of cool, but not everybody's into that. So we put the muffler on, although, you know, if you want to take the muffler off, we've got the, I think we've got the delete pipe to take the muffler off. So let us know which way you'd rather go with that, and if it's possible, I can remove the muffler for free. We'll just keep the muffler for something else. But like I said though, I'd leave it alone. And we just did this delete ourselves, so you don't have to worry that some kid got his dad to delete his truck and he's been out beating on it and, you know, just drag racing it and flooring it everywhere and anything. None of that. We probably put, me personally, I probably put about 200 or 300 miles on it deleted, just because I like driving the truck. So no problems with that. It doesn't, if you have a deleted truck that's been beat on, you can tell. I can't explain how you can tell, but you can tell. It's just some little things in the way the engine runs and sounds, but no problems with this one. You can see, got the power fold mirror. The only thing I'll nitpick, this passenger mirror, you can see, goes up, down, left and right, does all that. It doesn't fold. I haven't had a chance to look at it and see, you know, what the deal is. I'll try and get that fixed, but I want you to buy it on the assumption that it's not going to power fold. And that works, you know, but the power fold is not, doesn't seem to be working. So if we get it fixed, just consider it a bonus. And really, that's all I can nitpick on this truck. I can't find anything else. Doesn't work just like it should. Even the parking sensors work, all that good stuff. Got the automatic headlights with fog lights, all that stuff's good. The windows locks, tilt, cruise, stereo. Of course, the AC's ice cold. That's the first thing we check down here. But if you have any questions about this truck, give me a call. My number is 601-376-9869. If you want to buy it, you want to make an offer or whatever, just call me. If I don't answer, I'll call you back, or you can shoot me a text and I'll return your text, however you rather do it. But like I said, 08 F250 Lariat. It's only got, we'll pull up the info, 98,000 miles. And you can see I've been driving it and there's still no warning lights or anything. That's one thing, you know, you got a good truck, because even after you've been driving it, the warning lights aren't on. So, you know, a lot of people, you can clear a warning light off and it'll stay off for a little while, but once you drive it, it'll come back. But not the case here. Got cup holders, got all that good stuff. I guess that's pretty much it. 2008 F250 Lariat 6.4. Runs and drives perfect. Perfect set of almost brand new tires, less than 1,000 miles on them. Pretty much everything, nothing to nitpick. So if you have any questions, give me a call. If not, we appreciate you watching this video. And oh, by the way, if you want to fly in, drive this home, you can. We'll pick you up at the airport, no extra charge. So we encourage everybody to do that, so they can get a little vacation out of it, because we know most of our trucks go up north, and most of you won't have another reason to come to the south. So we encourage you to make your vacation out of it. We don't charge for airport pickup, and we'll be glad to pick you up and bring you back here and let you drive it home. I wouldn't hesitate to drive it anywhere. Or if you want to have it shipped, you can have it shipped. We'll be glad to work with any shipper you find, or even help you look for one. If you're sending it to, if you can get to Orlando, Atlanta, or Dallas, we can probably find you an even better deal. But whatever quotes you get, don't let the first few you get scare you off, because if you're not in a hurry, then you can get a lot better deal by waiting on a truck that has an empty spot on its trailer that's headed your way. So don't freak out at the first few quotes you get. We'll be glad to talk with you more about it. Just give me a call. Otherwise, thanks again for watching the video. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.